Hey, this is Brett with the NWFA, here with John Alford, regional instructor, who will be doing a demonstration at our first ever virtual expo coming up April 29th through May 1st. Normally we do a lot of this sort of training and education live at our schools or at our show that obviously got canceled. We're able to do this at what would have been either symposium or our demo theater, where we have all of our regional instructors there running through different elements to the skill sets that we like to teach. John, thanks for agreeing to help out with this first ever virtual expo. We are excited. We've got over 1,000 people registered already, and I think the topic that you're going to be teaching will be installing custom borders, which I think is an easy way for somebody. And I say easy, once you understand how simple it can be, it's easy to upgrade a standard job into a nice custom job. John, thanks for jumping on. Do you want to talk a little bit about what you're planning on doing?
Yeah, absolutely, Brad. I'm glad to be here. Glad I can help out. It's nice that this come up when it did. I've got a actual custom border job that we're going to be demonstrating to everybody. It's a border all the way to the center of a room. So we're going to kind of demonstrate that. I'm going to also, at the same time, I will make up some corner blocks and some different border features that we can show that you could actually do a little simple custom border around a fireplace hearth. Something that's easy to sell, makes you really look good out on a job, and it's very inexpensive to do. You can do it out of scrap material that you have left over on other jobs, and it's just an easy way to set yourself apart from somebody else out in the field. Once you do one of these things, for one customer, it just gets around very quickly. Very easy way to make some extra money on a job.
Absolutely. I mean, I remember one of the first NWFA schools I was ever at as a student, learning and seeing track saws and seeing how guys lay the field and cut in a border into a floor, where, prior to that, my brother and I were always pretty proud of some of the border work we did, but man, we spent a lot of time laying out the border and installing the floor up to it. And it was kind of like that light bulb turned on when I saw how to use some of the tools that are out there and how to simplify the process, and really just opened up a whole new world of how to customize a floor in a much simpler way.
Right.
Yeah. Where you're going with this one?
Yep, absolutely. You can take a simple living room that's already installed and actually take a track saw or even a skill saw with a backer board and lay out your border around the outside of that room, cut it out, and actually install that new border in that room. It's something that you can do in one day, and it's a nice little upgrade to a room to define that room, make it something different than the rest of the house. Just doing a simple feature strip around a kitchen island. Little things like that actually sets it apart and makes it a focal point of a room. It's very easy to do. And again, it takes very little material. You can do all this with job site tools. When I'm doing this demonstration, I will show it on job site tools. That way, you don't have to have a big custom shop to make these things. You can do it right out on the job site.
Exactly.
Very, very easy to do.
Well, and I love what you said too. One of the best things you can do with some scrap material that you've got left over from other jobs, or even some stuff that you may have pulled out from some other floors.
Yeah, absolutely. You can use just about anything. Walnuts tends to be one of the bigger, easier species that we can get, and it actually adds a lot of depth and color to a red oak or a white oak floor, just to give a little bit of a pop to a room. And a lot of times you have some of that laying around your shop that you've used from other jobs, and it's already paid for material. You can charge for it again and, get paid twice for that same material and give a customer something they can be proud of.
Exactly. I know you had a entry in the Floor of the Years this year, and you had some really nice inlays in there. Some of what I saw really pretty simple to do, but really added an element to the job that I'm sure your customer was willing to pay a lot more than just a standard straight lay floor.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that particular floor, it already had some little French knots in it, but they was faded out over time and you really couldn't see them. And that particular customer wanted a pretty dark stain color, but she wanted to be able to see those inlays in the outside of it. So once we got that thing completely sanded, we dyed those borders, dyed those French knots, made them stand out more from the rest of the floor. And then, you know, in the center of that, we just added a simple, you know, kind of basket weave area that, you know, with material that really I bought it at a local lumber yard that carries oak flooring, you know, our oak square stock. So it was, you know, inexpensive to get, and I can, you know, make it there on the job site, put it in, and you know, customer loved it.
That's great. That's perfect. Well, we're really excited about the ability to have you guys, you know, all of the regional instructors or a lot of the guys doing some demonstrations. I mean, I think it's a new process for us, this whole virtual trade show. You know, you can't replicate live training, but I think we're pretty excited about how you guys are embracing this ability to teach virtually, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we've got over 1,000 attendees signed up currently. Again, the trade show is April 29th through May 1st. It's free for people to register. You can register at NWFAExpo.org, and, you know, no pressure. But one of the things that normally at our expos, you know, you guys may get 50 to 75 or 100 attendees at one of your demonstrations. You may have everybody there this time, which really gives it that value add that everybody will be able to be a part of what's being shown. So we really appreciate it, and thanks again for your willingness to help us put this thing together, John.
Yep, absolutely. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I appreciate the opportunity to help others.
Perfect. Well, thanks again, John. We'll talk to you soon and see you there.
All right, thank you.